What's up, gang? I got a banger straight from Joy Taylor's mouth, how she can't stand men and how she treats them less than her. So make sure you watch this video to the very end because I got a bunch of gold nuggets. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. It helps with the algorithm. And hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 5,000 subs as soon as humanly possible because the more people that have this message, the better off the world will be. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you lock into the CLG community. It is only $48 a month. I teach you everything that you need to know in order to navigate these modern day women and basically live in the lifestyle that you want with them. You feel me? And without further ado, bro, let's just jump into the video.
I'm mean, and like I think y'all think it's totally okay to be mean because of what men have been to you in society.
Yeah,
but it's fucked up. Like I was out with my ex and her friend. We were like in Martha's Vineyard. We're like hanging out at this bar, and this guy like he's trying to talk to them, and her friend is clearly out of this guy's league, but he's trying, and he's not being rude. And he's like, hey, yeah, like you know, y'all want a drink? She's like, no. He's like, oh, that's cool. Like, where y'all from? She turns to my girl and she's like, why does he keep talking to me? And I'm like, this is fucking mean.
when I was younger, I was completely vicious to men, but I'm like a public figure now. So if someone approaches me, I don't default to being mean.
Yeah, but that's not good.
Why?
You didn't say I stopped being mean because it's wrong to do. You were like, I'm just in a new position. I can't shit on these niggas the way I normally would.
All right, man, I'm just gonna give my honest opinion, man. I really don't see all the hype with Joy Taylor. You feel me? Like, I think she like one of those girls that like gives herself a little too much credit in terms of looks, you know what I mean, and in terms of beauty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's guys that's probably simping over her and giving her this, you know, extremely high self-esteem and all this stuff like that. But what this girl was saying was true because I've seen it, right? You get the guy that comes over, he shows a little bit too much care, you know what I mean? You know, he's accepting the disrespect because that's disrespect. If a girl look at you and turn her back to you, like what this girl was explaining, and I've seen this and this has happened to me, especially when, you know, I show too much care and you can show too much care in the approach, right? You can come over there in the approach, like basically, you know, being needy in the approach. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to win her over in the approach. When the way I look at the approach is I'm just trying to get her attention. Hey, what's up? Like, I see a girl that I find attractive and I'm trying to get her attention. That's the way I look at the approach. You feel me? So what she basically saying is, you know, a guy was talking to some girls that she saw, or whatever, her friends, whatever the case is, and the girl looked at her, turned her back, and then she, to add injury to insult, she told her friend, why is this guy still talking to me? Like, basically, like, this guy is so beneath me that he shouldn't even be allowed to have a conversation with me. And that type of nasty energy and that type of nasty behavior by the modern day woman is the reason why most of these women will die single, and the reason why karma does exist. You know, all of these women that get misused, mistreated by men, those are the same women who have done that to a good guy. That's why I feel no sympathy for most of these women. I didn't say all, I said most. I feel little to no sympathy for most of these women because I know that they have done that to a solid good guy who was genuinely trying to get to know them. I've known that they have done that to a guy who's taken them serious, cared for them, wanted to be monogamous to them, all of this stuff, and they have done that to him because I've been that guy. I've been the guy who's tried to give my all to a woman. And you got to understand, when a woman looks at you beneath her, she can be one of the most nasty, evilest people on the planet. Coming from a girl like Joy Taylor, and she's just like, oh, as I became a public figure, I had to turn down how vicious I was. Now, when she says she's vicious to men, she's not saying all men. There's certain men that approach her that demand her respect, that she would never, even if she was a public figure or not, she would never disrespect a man of a certain altitude or she perceives as a certain value. See, people know who they can get away with stuff with, and they know who they can get away with stuff on. Right? I just did a full interview with my father last night, and it was a very deep, intense interview. It's a long one. That was a 3-hour interview, and we're going to do a part 2 so we can go a little bit deeper. But some of the stuff that he was telling me about human nature and human behavior was almost sickening to listen to. You feel me? I'm gonna give you one story for that, and I'm gonna give you one story, and then I'm gonna get back to the Joy Taylor thing, because this is nasty work, but it all ties in to show how vicious the human being can be when they see another human being is weaker than them. You feel me? Now, in this scenario, this is gonna be with men now, but women are worse than men. So this is what I'm trying to tell you: men can be very vicious and violent. Women can be extremely vicious and violent. I'm gonna give you a quick example. There was a sniper, American sniper. He kills people for the army. You know what I mean? He had 33 confirmed kills. One of the top snipers of all time was a woman. And contrary to what a lot of people believe, women naturally are better. If a man has never shot a gun and a woman has never shot a gun, women are naturally better shooters than men. So contrary to what people believe, women actually have an advantage when it comes to shooting in a lot of cases. Not all cases. You know, once a man is trained and all that stuff like that, men tend to be better marksmen. But naturally, a lot of times, women are better shooters. So this guy is on the internet talking about, yes, I have 33 confirmed kills. And people are like, damn, man, you was a sniper, you killed 33 people. That's a lot of people, right? This woman was at over 300 confirmed kills as a sniper. Over 300. So when it comes to pure evilness, women tend to be able to possess more of that gene, and they tend to be overlooked because they're the weaker sex. So the story I'm finna tell you is with men, but understand that women can be a lot more vicious, right? Now, this is a story from the interview. I'm trying to download it. It's not letting me download. I don't know why. Like, I got the whole thing recorded. It's not. It's every time I try to download it from the Google Drive, it keeps turning it into a text format. So if anybody can help me with that, man, just leave a comment in the comment section. Help me, cause this interview with my dad was deep. I mean, it got real deep, and I'm trying to download it so I can post it. But one of the stories that my dad gave within that interview was he was telling me that there was a point in time where he was a wholesale drug dealer, right? So he came from Jamaica. He started wholesale because he had a Jamaican plug. So my mom at the time kind of hooked him up with the little gangsters in her area, in her city. So basically he just was wholesaling. He'll get a bunch from his plug and just wholesale to them, and there was no violence. He didn't have to be on the streets, he didn't have to be on the corners. Everything was smooth. He was making money. You know what I mean? He didn't have to worry about police because he was the wholesaler. But what ended up happening is his connect got into it with another Jamaican clique, and shots were fired. One guy was shot 3 times, and it was a war. So it messed up my dad's connect. So my dad was no longer able to get wholesale. So basically my mother, and this is the way my dad explains the story, and the full interview will be in the COG community. So once I get it downloaded and everything like that, I'm just gonna post the whole entire thing in the COG community, but I'm trying to figure out how to download. But my mother got a different connect with my dad, but it wasn't wholesale, it was a small amount. You know what I mean? It was smaller amounts of drugs that he was selling. And when she got him that different connect, my dad had to actually go on the corners and hustle in the streets. And when he was wholesaling to these guys, he thought these guys were his friend, right? Like, he thought these guys in this neighborhood was his friend. So he always thought he was just out there just serving the block, you know what I mean? Nothing to it. One day, without warning, one of the guys comes up behind him, puts him in a chokehold. And another guy hits him in his stomach, knocks all his air out. Now, my dad he usually keeps 2 guns on him, but today he only had 1. And he always keeps a bullet in the head, and he keeps the safety on. Because basically, in his mind, it's like, if I ever had to kill somebody, I could just flip the safety and pull the trigger. He knew where the safety was. He can basically flip the safety and pull the trigger simultaneously. So one guy came up behind my dad, guys that he thought he was cool with. It was a surprise attack. He didn't even see it coming. One guy came up behind him, put him in the chokehold. Another guy hit him in the stomach. The other guy, the guy that hit him in the stomach, pulled his gun out, stole his money, put the trigger to my dad's head, pulled the trigger, and was trying to kill my father. but he couldn't because he didn't know how to work the fucking gun. He didn't know the safety was on. So he's still steady trying to pull. My dad is being choked out. He's steady trying to pull. A baser comes by, kind of startles everybody. There's another guy that was around. He pull out his gun. He shoots my dad, but he shoots him in the leg. And then, you know, everybody get to running and stuff like that. And my dad ended up barely surviving. Police came through, took my dad in. My dad didn't say nothing. He didn't say what happened, but obviously the officer was like, well, obviously you weren't just outside for no goddamn reason. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? But my dad had nothing on him. They robbed him, stuff like that. That's what ended up happening. And the reason I tell you that story is so you guys can understand human nature, right? You know what I mean? And a lot of it, my dad believes. My mom was one of the hottest girls in the area. These are the guys. She kind of introduced my dad to these guys. These guys knew my mom from like high school and stuff, but she would never date these guys. So she ended up dating an immigrant from Jamaica, and instead of dating any of these guys. So my dad believed there was a little bit of jealousy. It was a little bit of envy. It was a little bit of why you serving on my block? You know what I mean? Like when you was a wholesaler, we ain't had no issues, right? But now you serve it. And my dad didn't know the hierarchy in America because he's from Jamaica. He's not from America. He doesn't know the hierarchy. He didn't know none of this stuff. And then from there, you know what I mean, like I said in the interview, he goes deep into all that stuff like that. We're not going to stay on that story, but I just wanted to show you human nature on a small level like that. You feel me? On a small level, how nasty people can be towards one another. You get what I'm trying to say? To the point where my dad's life would have been taken if the guy knew that how to work that gun and how to take that safety off. You feel me? It was point blank headshot. My dad would be dead. I would literally be, and I was like 7 months in my mom's belly at that time. So my dad would have been dead before I was even damn born. You get what I'm trying to say? So knowing that even about men, you got to understand that a lot of women presented with the similar opportunities and the similar background, and if a woman had a gun and knew how to use it and things like that, or if a woman had access to have people murdered, and times have shown this, right? They say one of the most vicious cartel leaders was a woman, and it was a bloodbath when she ran the cartel or whatever the case is. She was getting people hit left and right with a fucking point of her finger. Like, she had lists of people that needed to be hit, and she would give them to her right-hand hitman, and he would just carry out this list. And it was always people being added to this list. So you gotta understand, if you think men are vicious, times that shit by fucking 10 when it comes to women. Not all women, but a lot of women can be that nasty and that vicious. But dealing with somebody that nasty and that vicious, they usually only respect a certain level of man to begin with. So all of these women, they are nasty to the man that cares too much about them. They are nasty to the man that does not know his worth. They are nasty to the man that doesn't even know what he's capable of. If a woman sees you as weak, in her mind, she believes you are weaker than her. Some women look at men and without ever being in a physical altercation. There's women that talk tough, and you ask them, be like, girl, have you ever even been in a fight before? And they say no. So why you talk like that? Like, nigga, you never even like, I've been in fights with men. Like, I know fucking what I'm capable of, and I know what other men are capable of. I've been on that football field. I've broken bones, and I've gotten my bones broken. I've broken my collarbone. I've tore my knee twice. I broke a kid's rib my first game ever playing football. My first actual live game, snapped the kid's rib. I broke a kid's one of his vertebrates in his back in a head-up drill at practice in high school. You get what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? I've broke my growth plate hitting somebody. You feel me? I snapped in high school freshman year. I snapped my growth plate tackling this huge ass running back, and I just ran full speed, snapped my fucking growth plate, had to get a fucking rod in my arm, screwed into my arm just for it to heal properly. You get what I'm trying to say? So I know the fucking dangers of competing and fighting with men. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I know how that shit feels. You feel me? And some men are strong as fuck. Like just being real. Some niggas I can fight, I be like, oh, this light work. Some niggas I fight, nigga, this shit gonna be a long motherfucking day. This nigga strong as fuck. This nigga hit hard as fuck, and you know pretty fucking quickly. You can, in a fight, you can tell pretty quickly the type of power a motherfucker got that you dealing with. And for all you guys that's never been in a fight, you can watch the Batman movie versus Bane. When Bane whooped Batman's ass in the first fucking in the first fight scene they had. When Catwoman tricked, which was a woman, but when Catwoman tricked Batman to lock them in with Bane, and Bane, from the first punch that Batman hit him with, Bane said, "Victory." I'll use his voice. "Victory has defeated you." Basically, he was saying, "You weak as fuck, nigga. I'm finna whoop your ass." From the first punch, he knew that shit from Batman. From the first punch. Like the first fuck, like if you go back, you can watch the scene, you can YouTube it. Bane versus Batman, the fight when there was the first fight, when there was underground. The first punch Batman threw, Bane knew he was gonna whoop this nigga's ass. He said it from the beginning, and then he caught the nigga fist. Basically saying, victory has defeated you. You have become weak. You not what I thought you was gonna be. Because Batman and Bane were both trained by Ra's al Ghul. And Ra's al Ghul used to always hold Batman in the highest regards. Ra's al Ghul would always say, Batman was my strongest student. He was my most, skilled student. That's how Ra's al Ghul thought of him. So Bane was coming in there like, alright, like I'm ready for a fight. From the first punch, he said, oh, you're not like that. And for people who have been in fights, you know from the first interaction what this nigga on. For real. Like, you know if it's gonna be a long night, or you know if it's gonna be some. And if for all you people that haven't been in fights, look up boxers. Boxers say the same shit. You know what I mean? Boxers say against certain boxers, I can tell by the first punch, this gonna be a long motherfucking night. I'm gonna have to use all my motherfucking skills against this nigga. This nigga strong as fuck. You get where I'm coming from? And I'll tell you one motherfucking thing. I've been hit by a woman, and I've been in fights with a man. The power is not even fucking close. There is no woman that I fear her fucking shot. You get what I'm trying to say? There is no woman where I felt her power and I was like, God damn. There's men, I felt their power and I'm like, this motherfucker can hit. You feel me? This motherfucker about that life. You get what I'm trying to say? Now, I am one of them crazy motherfuckers that if I am in a situation like that, I am willing to, that's how come I don't like fighting, because I know how far I'm willing to take it. You know what I mean? Once I'm up, I'm willing to take it I'm willing to let it go out to death if that's what it needs to be. You get what I'm trying to say? So I try not to ever get up, because I understand myself, and I just understand myself. I try my best to keep the peace at all motherfucking, because I've been in fights. You feel me? I know what men are capable of, and I know what I'm capable of. You get what I'm trying to say? So I try my best to keep the motherfucking peace. You get what I'm trying to say? And as I get older, it takes me longer to heal. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, back when I was breaking bones and shit like that, yeah, that shit hurt like a bitch, but I could heal from it quick. I'm still young. You know what I mean? I can heal from that shit. The older you get, you fucking, like, when them motherfuckers pulled out all my fucking teeth, now I was awake when they pulled my teeth out and shit. But that pain, and I stopped taking painkillers probably a little bit prematurely, but that fucking pain lingered for weeks. You feel me? I felt like if I would have got my teeth pulled out when I was younger, I would have been done with that pain in like fucking 2 days. You get what I'm trying to say? That fucking pain lingered for weeks. I thought the first tooth, it took him an hour, bro. I'm up, and this nigga just fucking yanking the side of my fucking face. I'm watching this nigga just bringing blades and fucking bringing tools to just crack my fucking tooth open. And the first tooth he took out, I thought my fucking shit was broken. I'm like, bro, is my fucking jaw broken, bro? All of this shit was just fucking throbbing. He was like, yeah, bro, usually I can get a tooth out in 15 minutes, bro. I don't know why the fuck this one took so long. Like, he was cracking the tooth, breaking it. I think it was too furly like submerged or some shit. He kept having to hit me with numb shit and just kept going, nigga. I'm like, God damn. But once that fucking numb shit wore off, I thought my whole fucking side of my fucking face was broken, bro. My whole throat, I couldn't even swallow on that side. I'm like, God damn, nigga. Like, And it took weeks for that shit to fucking heal. So I know as I get older, I don't heal as quick as I used to. When I broke my arm in the football game, I didn't even know my shit was broken. I just couldn't move my fucking arm. Like, I was like, God damn, I can't move this shit. Like, this shit is fucking... My stepdad, because I wasn't crying or nothing, my stepdad was like, man, nigga, get the fucking door. Because I couldn't get the door. I was like, Dad, I can't get the door. Like, I was in the passenger seat, so I couldn't reach over. He had a Cadillac Escalade back then. I couldn't reach over and grab the fucking door. He's like, nigga, get the door. I'm like, I can't get that shit. He said, use your other arm. I said, I can't move this bitch. And then my dad, man, ain't nothing wrong with your arm. Man, I slept for 3 days on a broken fucking arm before my mom was like, bro, my son is tough as fuck. Something is wrong with him. And my stepdad kept saying, man, ain't nothing wrong with him. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Took me to the hospital. Shit was split. Growth plate was split down the fucking middle. You feel me? You feel where I'm coming from? Now, I know I'm a little bit off topic, but going back to the topic on hand, talking about how vicious these women are and how entitled these women are, and they haven't even done nothing to prove themselves to even have that level of entitlement. Like, in some of these women's heads, bro, they look at a nigga like me and they be like, I could probably whoop this nigga's ass, knowing damn well if push came to shove, it wouldn't even be close. Like if it came to hand back combat, and that's how, bro, if you really knew women, bro, if you knew they fucking psyche, like I do a lot of 80-20 with women, bro. A lot of these modern day women, and that bitch wasn't lying in that fucking video, a lot of these modern day women look at men as if they can whoop they fucking ass, bro. Like, they will look at a guy my fucking size. I'm not the biggest motherfucker. They'll look at a guy 5'9", 180 pounds, and they will be like, I could take you. Like, I've had girls look me dead in my eye and be like, you know, I think I can take you. I'd be like, what, you want to test that out? And they'd be like, no, I train. Like, it's girls that they thought they was fucking, it was a little amateur gold medalist jiu-jitsu bitch. She literally believed that she can fucking take me, bro. Bad bitch, though. She big old fat ass, blonde, all types of shit. I said, all right, I'll roll with you. Like, all right, let's see. Man, I had that bitch in the chokehold so fucking quick, end up fucking her. You feel me? But she literally, before she felt my strength, she thought she could fucking take, because she was training, she was gold medalist. This bitch thought she could take me. And so then she knows she can't take me in the fucking jiu-jitsu realm. I've never trained a day of jiu-jitsu in my motherfucking life. She just can't do shit. And she was a big, like, she had muscles and shit. She had a flat stomach. She had a solid ass structure, but she also was a boxer. So after I fucking destroyed her quickly as fuck on the ground, I was like, damn. I said, I wouldn't have known you was a gold medalist. You wouldn't have known I was an amateur the way I threw your little ass around. Then she said, well, she said, okay, you are strong as fuck. She's like, you stronger than I thought you were. You way stronger than I thought you were. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck did you think? Like, what the fuck you think I'm just, like, you know what I mean? And she's like, I've met guys that look bigger than you, that are weaker than you. And then she also said, but I still think I could take you in boxing. One of these days we gotta lace up. I've never professionally boxed a day. I've had a lot of street fights. I've never professionally boxed a day in my life. I guarantee your ass, if I was to box that bitch, which I won't do it, if I was to box that bitch, she would be reconsidering her life. And I seen her training and shit. Bro, I could see her fucking fist a mile of fucking way. You know what I mean? And she's like, I could take you. But then, this the crazy part. She thought she could take me in boxing. I've never boxed. So she think because her training would take me, right? But then I was fucking, you know what I mean? She was a bitch I was fucking and shit like that. Come to find out, down the line, she said, you wouldn't believe what happened. Her whole face was red and shit. And I'm like, damn, what happened? And she was like, she said, I was tired of beating up all the girls. Like I was training with this guy, and he kept bringing these girls into the gym, but I was whooping their asses, cause she was a strong little blonde bitch. Like she grew up, like she was boxing and jiu-jitsu like her whole life. She grew up in that shit. So she was like, I was beating up all these girls, and I kept telling my trainer, I was like, I need a better opponent. Like, stop giving me these weak ass opponents. Stop giving me these weak ass opponents. And she was like, he brought in a 14-year-old phenom, a 14-year-old boy. This is a grown ass woman. This woman was like 24 or 25 or some shit. Her trainer was like, all right, man, the only thing I can think of is this little 14-year-old kid. And like, he was he was undefeated. He was up in the ranks. She said that 14-year-old boy beat the shit out of her. She said he was so fucking fast, so quick. She was like, I couldn't touch him. She said it got so bad, he put his hand behind his back and started whooping my ass with one hand. Just every shot, duck, bam, duck, bam. So, and I'm like, I said, you got mollywopped by a 14-year-old? She was like, he was so good. Like, she's like, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing in that ring. She was like, everywhere I swung, he was gone. And he was hitting me really hard. Like, that, her whole fucking side of her face was fucked up. She said the kid was so cocky, he put one hand behind his back. He was like, and then she said he didn't talk shit the whole time. He beat her fucking ass. Then he put one hand behind his back, whooped her ass some more, and then gave her a head nod like this, and then left with his dad. His dad was training the little kid. She was like, the dad was training him for years. So in my head, I didn't want to add insult to injury, because I remember her weeks ago talking about she could whoop my ass, and I didn't want to fucking put salt into the wound. But I was like, I just said, damn, that's crazy. But in my head, I'm like, she really thought she could really handle a dude for real. Like, she over here running through these girls. She over here running through these inferior fucking opponents. She probably walking around here looking at men my size. You feel me? I ain't the biggest motherfucker and shit like that. But this bitch is walking through life looking at guys my size, thinking she can fucking take me. Thinking she can whoop my motherfucking ass. Meanwhile, a little skinny ass little 14-year-old beating the shit out of her ass. You feel me? Beat the fuck out of her ass. She had no answer. When the nigga whooping your ass so bad that he put his dominant hand behind his back and keep whooping your ass, motherfucker, there is no chance that you have. You get where I'm coming from? So this the stuff I be trying to tell you guys. You guys be letting women treat you like you fucking less than, and you're not. Like, you're the motherfucking prize. Like, bitch, you should be even happy that I came to talk to your little motherfucking ass in the first place. Fuck your appearance. And the girl was like, well, she was obviously out of his league. Bitch, how you know this bitch out of my league? This bitch probably can't even pay her fucking rent. This bitch probably gotta suck dick to pay rent. How the fuck she out of my league? You get what I'm trying to say? Like the way girls talk down to men, and I like where the girl was coming from. She's like, y'all are really mean. Like, y'all are mean to men. Like it's getting out of hand. And even Joy Taylor's like, yeah, I used to be vicious. Bitch, I wish you would be vicious to a nigga like me. Cause I used to not check bitches. I used to not. But let me say, hey, what's up to a bitch, and she turned her back on me. Bitch, fuck you. You know what I mean? I probably ain't gonna get all like that. I'd be like, what you ain't never been talked to before? Like, act like you been here before. And walk the fuck off. You know, I'm gonna get my motherfucking jab in. I used to be patty cake, bake a man, take my L. Fuck that. I ain't finna hold on to this motherfucking energy. I ain't finna lose sleep overnight with how disrespectful this bitch is. I don't give a fuck if you reject me. Just treat me like a human, bitch. Don't treat me like I'm beneath you, cause to be honest, I'm not. And this is what I be finding out. These girls be thinking they the baddest shit, right? They the baddest shit since sliced bread, right? And it's some bitches, they give me a hard time because I'm not 6 foot or whatever the case is. They give me a hard time. But then just for me to find out after I fuck them that I am better than this bitch in every fucking category. There isn't, other than this bitch's looks, this bitch ain't got shit on me. I do the 80-20. I'm like, this bitch really a bum for real. This was a guy, I would not be kicking it with this nigga. This bitch broke as fuck, can barely pay her rent, don't know how to run a business, fucking, like, this bitch is raggedy as fuck for real. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, for her to be so cocky and not have no fucking accomplishments in life, like, what the fuck? Like, you get what I'm trying to say? But you gotta understand that they don't have that fucking energy for a man that they view is like that. See, they do that. See, when a woman senses weakness in a man, she treats him less than shit. She treats them below the fucking scum of the earth. She treats him as this nigga could get shot in front of her. She would step over his body and won't even give a fuck. This nigga could be coming up to this bitch saying, hey, what's up? You know, I'm trying to introduce this. Why are you talking to me? Somebody could come in and shoot this nigga in the head. She looked back. Yeah, and like I was saying, girl, you know what I mean? This nigga could die in front of her. She's walk over his body, won't even call for help. That's how nasty the modern day woman has become to the modern day man. What the fuck did this nigga do to you? You feel me? Maybe your ass need to give niggas like that a shot. Because the niggas that you giving a shot really don't give a fuck about your ass, dumb bitch. The niggas that you giving the box to don't give a fuck if you live or die. You get what I'm trying to say? They'll dodge a regular everyday, regular degular nigga, but let it be an NBA player that everybody know he fucking 50 fucking hoes. She'll go for that nigga. Oh, hey. Oh, attitude changed like a motherfucker. Yes, I'll get a drink with you. Yeah. Oh, your penthouse right there? Oh, you know, I usually don't do this on the first. Shut your bitch ass up. You usually don't do this on the first night. Shut your ass up. Yep. Yeah, yo, you don't, huh? You better swallow that shit, bitch. So what I be trying to tell you guys, man, and I know I went a long roundabout way of saying this shit, bro. Turn your care down when it comes to these modern day women, because they don't give a fuck about you. Don't get it twisted. They don't give a fuck about you. Don't you be sitting here all of a sudden getting a sympathy. Oh, this one's different. Oh, this. Turn your fucking care down. Because 9 times out of 10, even the innocent looking ones wouldn't even piss on you if you was on fire. Even the innocent ones. You feel me? Respect is earned. It is not given. Some of you guys, you see a beautiful girl, you automatically give her the utmost respect. Not me, bitch. You gotta earn respect. For me. You feel me? Like, for example, I had 2 phone calls with one of my rotation bitches. You feel me? I don't usually get on the phone with none of my bitches. But you know why I got on the phone with this one? She was having a mental breakdown. She was crying. Her friends were being mean to her. Because she's a hot girl, you know what I mean? So, you know, her friends taking jabs at her. They trying to control her. They trying to tell her what she should be doing with her life. And, like, all kinds of shit, right? So she having a mental breakdown. So I let her call me, right? The only reason that I let this girl call me, and the only reason I talked to her on the phone, I think I talked to her on the phone for like 10 minutes or some shit while she was crying, and I helped her with her tears. And she's like, see, every time I talk to you, like, you can always get my head right and lower my anxiety. Motherfucker, because I know, as a man, I know what the fuck I bring to the table. I know my value. But the only reason I let this bitch call me, because I would have let her deal with that shit on her own, is because she's a reliable chick. Every time she says that she's going to be somewhere, she shows up. Every time I tell her to do something, she does it. You feel me? So my respect for her is higher. So she can get a motherfucking phone call with me from time to time. You get what I'm trying to say? Now, if it was some regular degular ass bitch, you know, every now and again, she's bitch flaking on dates. I'm still fucking her. She one of them rotation bitches, but she flakes sometimes. She got her life chaotic. She all over the place. She ain't reliable. Da-da-da. Bitch, oh, I'm going through something. Can you call me? Ignore. How the fuck you expect me to be consistent in your life? You ain't consistent in mine. You feel me? How the fuck you want me to keep giving you what you motherfucking want out of me if I can't get what I want out of you? Now, the reason this one got a call, every time we link, swallow a nigga cum, fuck real good, whatever I want. Don't ask no questions, submissive. Motherfucker, I can fold her like a pencil. She won't ask, she won't fucking, motherfucker, let me do whatever the fuck I want. Fucking anal, whatever the fuck I want with the bitch. Badass little bitch. But that's not the reason why I jumped on that call with her. I jumped on the call with her because my respect for her is higher because she's more reliable. You feel me? She jumped on that call crying, friends being mean to her, all this bullshit. She got off that call laughing. You feel me? She got off that call laughing, feeling good, can't wait to see me tomorrow type shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, you hearing it from the horse's mouth. These bitches don't give a fuck about you, especially if you a motherfucking nice guy, especially if you a guy that care too much. They will walk over your ass like the motherfucking plague, and then they will complain about not being able to find nice guys. See, a lot of these girls, they hate men because of the men that they choose. They choose guys that are out of their league because they have an inflated sense of ego. They will consistently choose guys that are out of their league. They'll choose wealthy guys, guys that are better than them in every fucking category. You heard Joy Taylor, she was hooking up with the fucking owner of the fucking Fox. Way richer than her. You feel me? You know what I mean? She ain't do that shit to him. And let her get buck with his ass. Bitch, you're fired. You get what I'm trying to say? So they always choosing guys out of their fucking league. It's boosting their ego. These guys never fucking take them serious. And every guy that doesn't meet the guy that's out of their league, because they can't keep none of these fucking guys, they look at the guys that's actually still higher than them, But a lot of these guys can't portray their value. A lot of these guys don't know their value. A lot of these guys pander to women, put women on a pedestal, and these guys get treated like absolute shit. Even if she makes more money than you, you are still more capable than her 9 times out of 10. Even if she makes more money than you, you are still more capable than her. You are still more dominant than her. Going back to the interview that I just had with my father. My mom had a job. She was making more money than my father at the time. She was helping my father with a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, my father was still a fucking man. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, he was still a fucking man. My mom was giving him her checks so that he can get started. Well, he was already started, but she was giving him her checks at a point in time so that he can re-up. Her whole check. Before she cashed it, she'll get a check from work, give it to my father. You get where I'm coming from? Because he's still a man. He knows his value. He knows deep down, I am a man. Still. Which naturally puts me at a higher position than you as a woman. That's just natural. Because if all this money and shit was nothing, and we all had to go out to hunt, I'm more capable than you. You talk a big game, I'm more capable. You having mental breakdowns, I'm out here hunting. You crying, I don't know what to do. Sit your ass down, I got it. I know how to kill a fucking animal. I know how to motherfucking get a fire started. And guess what? If I don't know, I'll figure it out. You sit, but I ain't gonna sit here and cry and have a fucking mental breakdown. I'm gonna get to work because we gotta motherfucking eat, goddammit. Shelter needs to be built. So I'm about to be out this bitch sun up, sun down, working, making sure everything's straight. Trust me. I'm more capable naturally. Fuck the money. So that's what you guys gotta understand, bro. You gotta understand your true value. Like, for real. Like, I'm not even capping, bro. You're naturally higher than her. A bitch turning me down is her loss. If I walk up to you and you turn me down, that is your loss. That is your loss. And I honestly feel that. That's how come I'm not overly needy in the fucking open. I say simple shit. Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm CJ. You feel me? Very simple shit. You feel me? Then you go into the 80-20. Then you motherfucking, if you can't go through the process with her, you get her number. Come on, bro. That shit all in the CLG community. But watching this video, this shows you how women see you. These are two women talking to each other. They being honest with each other. The cameras is rolling, but they still talking to each other. I make content. You feel me? The camera rolling, but I'm still talking to my fellow brothers. I'm keeping it 100 with my fellow brothers. These bitches was talking to each other. Because they know female talk. They know they can't lie to each other. They know what each other thinking. They telling you how they fucking feel. If you are a guy that is not, that I perceive is out of my league, fuck you. Unless she just tired of getting ran through and she just trying to get a marriage. Now, girls do that shit too because they friends put pressure. That's what's happening with this little girl. Her friends trying to pressure her into marrying me, and I told that bitch, I gave her the Bible definition of marriage. The Bible definition of marriage says that marriage is between man, woman, and God, not the government. It says it very fucking clear. Man, woman, and God, not the fucking government. So her friends trying to tell, well, what's up with you and CJ? Like, is he proposed to you? Like, trying to bully her ass. You feel me? Got her crying and shit like that. You know what I mean? And come to find out, these fat bitches ain't even got a man. One is about to get married to a fucking redneck, broke ass piece of shit, racist ass cracker boy who looked like he lived in his fucking parents' basement. They had to raise money to get this nigga a plane ticket from the state he was in. Yeah, he gonna get married. He ain't got nothing to lose. The nigga broke as fuck. Redneck piece of shit motherfucker couldn't even pay for his own plane ticket to get here. You get what I'm trying to say? Then the other bitch ain't got a fucking man. The last time she had a fucking man, he was a piece of shit. He wasn't even a motherfucking Christian. So they trying to force the bitch that I'm dealing with, who way hotter than all of, that's why I be telling these hot girls, stop hanging with ugly bitches. Way hotter than all of them. Like, CJ and you look good together, but is he proposing to you? Cause you're not, If it's not marriage, you're not doing God's stuff. Da, da, da. I had to fucking talk that girl off the list. I say, you see how they be trying to manipulate? I say, why ain't they focus on their own goddamn relationships? Why they, like, I don't talk to niggas about money when I know a nigga ain't got money. See, I see that as braggadocious, boastful stuff like that. I will hear what they saying, but I don't listen to a fucking word they say. If it's a broke ass nigga living with his parents, you be like, now CJ, this is what you need to do with your money. Da, da, da. I'm gonna hear this nigga, but I'm like, oh yeah, all right. But I ain't taking they shit serious. And that's what I told this bitch. You getting advice from a bitch who fat as fuck, who can't even keep a fucking man, who fucking aggressive and masculine as fuck, trying to tell you what you should do with me? You feel me? Man, if you don't get the fuck out of that bullshit, I say, hey, you can listen to her, you can hear her, but that bitch ain't got no man. So what advice is she giving you? She's like, you got a point. And I said, you can read the Bible. What is marriage in the Bible? Man and women become one, and become one with each other and one with God. They ain't shit to do with no motherfucking goddamn government court. Da, da, da. She's like, yeah, but you know, they're wondering why I don't have a ring and this and that and blah blah blah. I say, do you want me to send you the verse? Cause I'll send that bitch to you. You feel me? As a matter of fact, let me chat GPT it real quick. You feel me? She's like, see, that's why I like talking to you. I say, see, sometimes you gotta be careful who you give your business to. Motherfuckers be all up in your motherfucking business and they ain't even got they fucking house in order. You feel me? Motherfuckers all trying to figure out what you got going on and they ain't even got they shit together. Now I blame it on her because she's so excited about me. The motherfuckers posting me everywhere. She fucking, I don't even follow the motherfucker. Like, well, now I do because she forced me to. Not forced me to, but she found my goddamn Instagram, followed it, and all this crazy shit. But she posted me on her stories and shit and all this crazy shit. And yeah, you gonna fucking now niggas all in your business now. Now motherfuckers trying to figure out who that is, who that guy is. I didn't even know I'm getting posted. You feel me? I'm like fucking posting shit like, this is my husband. He has everything that I want. Now you trying to motherfucking force me into marriage. Hey, relax. Hold up. Slow your roll, baby girl. Goddamn, motherfucker. Let me figure out what's going on around this bitch. Well, they're pressuring me and they saying that I should be married to you by now. Man, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother fucking conversation, man. Let me get off this motherfucking camera before I turn this bitch into a therapy session, man. But at the end of the day, man, stop caring about these goddamn women, bro. Turn your motherfucking care down, because they don't give a fuck about you. All they care about is what the fuck they want out of you, goddammit. You feel me? Trust me on this shit. And once you guys start really listening to the message that I'm really putting in you guys' head, and you really start implementing this shit, now I don't care how you use it. Now, some of you guys, you want to be monogamous. Some of you guys want to be married. Some of you guys are more religious than I am. Some of you guys, whatever. However you use the information, use it how you see fucking fit. I'm just giving you the fucking information. Don't be on here talking about some CJ said I should have multiple girls in rotation. No, nigga, that's how I live my life. God damn it. Don't listen. Don't copy how I live my life. Just take the tools and use them how you see fit. That's all I'm saying. Take the information. You get what I'm trying to say? Join the CLG community. I don't care how you use the information. Just understand that it works. Especially with these modern day women. That's why I tell guys, even on the open, you should be masculine. You should damn near force her into her feminine. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I'm CJ. If this bitch ain't rejecting you like, oh no, I have a boyfriend, you didn't force her into her feminine. If she rejects you like, she sees you as less than her. If she turning her back to you, looking at you crazy, why is this guy talking to me? She sees you as not feminine. She just sees you as less than her. She sees you as beneath her for whatever fucking reason, right? Maybe it was the way you approached her. Maybe you approached her trying to gain validation. No, you should approach her like, bitch, what's up? But without saying the bitch part. Hey, what's up? Hey, come here. No, hey, why you looking like that? Like, why you acting like that? I'm just saying what's up. Chill, like what's up with all these faces? I check that shit. I used to not check that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I try to ignore it and da. Fuck that shit. If I see it, I let the words flow. God damn it. I call it how the fuck I see it. God damn it. So make sure you guys locked into the CLG community, bro. It's only $48 a month, less than $500 a year, 20% off if you sign up for the yearly. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.